Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Hobby Hopper Grammy. My grandkids gave me that name because I tend to be a hobby hopper. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little owl patch to put on your hat. So I've always wanted to make or embroider on hats, and I have a PE 800 single flatbed machine. And lo and behold, you cannot embroider on a hard hat, a trucker's hat. So the go around for me was to make patches. Isn't he cute? And look how cute that would be right there. Now, you can embroider on soft hats, and there's this gizmo here that you can try. Hello. But to me, it's not worth it. It takes too much time and pinning. And you can also embroider like on just your 4x4, but it takes a lot of pinning. And just looking at the videos, getting it positioned correctly is not, it's not always accurate. With a patch, boom, bada, boom, you can position it horizontally and vertically perfectly. You don't have to worry about that. So I have Embrilliance, and I have most of the modules. I have StitchArtist 1 through 3, Enthusiasts, and Essentials. And then I have most of the fonts, except I think I'm missing one. I have Ace Rewind, and I have Patch Artist. So this right here, the outside edging is Patch Artist, and you have 3 different methods that you can use. You can use a rectangle, you can use a wrap, or you can use a circle. In this instance, I used the rectangle. The owl is completely digitized. The backing is a light fill, and then the eyes, I did the fringe, which I believe is in StitchArtist 2. So here's another sample of an owl patch. If you look really closely, you can see I used a stitch, which is a wave stitch, but I repositioned it differently. So it goes this way and then this way, but he's so cute. And then you're on a cake stand. I'm on a cake stand, so I don't have any like cool technology. It's just a cake stand that you use to decorate cakes. So, woohoo! Oh, woohoo! Ow! Woohoo! Okay, so this is another one, but I used the multicolored thread, which is a sample of the multicolored thread, and I don't like the belly and I don't like the wings. So I will be using the multicolored thread for the eyes, but not for the belly and not for the wings. That's so funny. Woohoo! Ow. Okay. And just to let you know, I bought Canva, and that's going to be a learning curve for me too. And that is how I'm going to edit my videos and hopefully make them better than this one. So the next one, oh, he's so cute. Woohoo, woohoo. Yeah, look at this one. This is got the multicolor embroidery thread for the eyes. And then look at the wings and the belly, the stitches that I use. Isn't that cute? So this is going to be my first project that I'll show you, and I hope to have that video up in a couple of weeks. And then this one, this owl here, I was just putting it on fabric. I think he was my first try just to see how it would come out. But look at different colors and look at the stitching. Isn't he cute? And then this here is the owl on a beanie. So isn't he cute? Oh, look at that. He's so cute, except I made a mistake because I put him backwards. But I was telling my daughter, and I showed her, we did a FaceTime, and my daughter says, Mom, that's what everybody's doing now. They're putting everything, upside down. I'm like, what? So lo and behold, I didn't even know it, but I'm in style. So yeah, but he is so cute. Oh yeah, at one of the golf tournaments, not Pebble Beach, but the one before that, one of the caddies had a name and it was upside down. So lo and behold, here I am, in style. Okay, enough of that, right? Okay, so this here, I was just experimenting, and here are some owl eyes. This was a beak that didn't turn out very well, but this is gigantic. I guess you can make it a gigantic owl. So this is not Patch Artist. This is here. Okay, there we go. This is Patch Artist, and I believe it's module number or Stitch Artist number 2. So this is the merrily edging, and then here I have the light fill, and then here I'm going to show you another project that we'll work on in the future. Which one will I start with? I'll start with this one. Okay, so I'll show a video about this. This is the only thing digitized here is the state of Nevada. So this is Patch Artist with a light fill. I use the knockdown stitch, and knockdown is normally used for dense fabric or like towels or fleece. This one I used it because I liked it, and it was a decorative stitch and you could see it better. But look how cute my hat. Let's look at that. How cute is that? And then here's another one, except for the fleece that I used on, or the felt that I used on this was blue. And I used the knockdown stitch, but look how cute. Again, if you were on the soft hats having to pin your hat to embroider, it would be like way up here. That's just odd to me. Oh, maybe down here. It's like 1.5 inches to 2 inches. I like it down here. So another version of this. This is without the knockdown stitch. How cute. And there you go. And what I use is this fabric glue. There we go. This fabric glue. And when you put it on, you want to put it just on the very edge. I tried the Ultra Bond, and it didn't work for me. So, and that's in my opinion, I don't like it. So I use the fabric glue, and it works pretty well for me. You don't want to smear it all over the place because the glue will seep through on the other side. Okay, so that's another project that we'll work on another video. So now for Valentine's Day, I made myself a cute little hat, and it's a gnome, and then a little heart on the side. So this was, my gnome was I digitized. This is Patch Artist, it's a rectangle, and then it's a light fill. This here is, can you see? There we go. This is in Stitch Artist 2, I believe, and it's the merrily. So it goes exactly around the line design that you have. And in this case, it's the heart. Okay, so that will be another project. I'll show you how to make the gnome. Here's a dog bandana in progress, and that's the gnome. Look how cute he is. Now you can see the carving in his beard, and I'll show you how to do that. And again, I use the knockdown stitch as a decorative stitch, and I think it shows up so much better. So here is one that I'm actually going to give to my grandpuppy, and this has too many carvings on his beard, and that's, I scaled it down to this, and you can tell the carvings are a lot less. So, but yeah, so cute. Okay, now I'm going to show you the different colors of embroidery thread. So this has got less carvings on the beard, but look how cute that would look. And again, you're putting it exactly where you want it. Here is another one, so cute. Look at that. And this one is actually a little smaller, I believe, than this one. Not much smaller, but it is smaller. This one that I made here, again, it'll have different colors. This one to me was way too big to put on a hat. This one's perfect. He is about 2.5 inches up and down. Okay, here's another one. This one had the lot of carvings on his beard, and I didn't really need it, but he's still cute. And then here's another one. This was one of my first ones, and it had a lot of carvings on the front, but look how cute. And you could just be creative with different kinds of threads. Now, these are all on, I believe, StitchArtist 2, and it's a Merrily stitch. And it, your line design, the Merrily stitch is exactly what your line design, what you're creating. And this one has a light fill only. This one I added hearts. This one has a light fill, and I added a lot of hearts, but I thought this one was too big to put on. Maybe, it's how, however, each person's different, and each person will like what they like. I like the little one instead of the big one. And then here's a couple more. With this one's got the different thread. That's got the gray. And here's this one. This one's really cute too. I could have picked that one too. That one looks cute. Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll add another one. Who knows? Oh, up to here. Oh, maybe in the back would be cute. Okay, so that's that. And then I have this one. This is a ladybug. And so I totally digitized the ladybug. But in the back is a knockdown stitch. That's not digitized, but the ladybug is. But it's a scrunchie, and it's for my little grandpuppy. Okay. Let's see what else I have. Here is a soft hat, and it's got the wraparound. And again, it's centered perfectly, up and down and sideways. You're not having to worry about pinning. You just boom, boom, put the glue on. You do have to hold it, find a way to hold it in place. And so you might have where you have to press it for a time before it sticks. And then if after you put it on and there's still like a little corner that comes up, you just take a little bit of glue on a toothpick and then put it in there and then press it. And, that's not going anywhere. All right. Well, that's all I have. I hope you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button. And so in a week or so, I'm going to come out with my owl project, and I'm going to show you how to digitize it in Embrilliance. Look how cute. I'll show you. That's funny too. I'll show you. Anyway, I hope you liked this video, and we'll see you, or I'll see you in a week. Or no, you won't see me. I won't see you because I can't see you, but you'll see me. So I will see you, and I'm going to post this in about, if I remember how, 5 minutes. Because this is I said my third or fourth video. The ones I did before were from a year ago. So this is kind of, I'm learning, and hopefully, again, I'll have a lot more videos for you. Okay, see you guys later. Oh, no, I won't see you guys again. You'll see me later. Okay, bye. Oh, I gotta turn this off. Okay.